Hi folks, Steve the Hurricane here. Welcome to another exciting episode of A Drink with the Hurricane. Cheers. For today's episode of A Drink with the Hurricane, I'm going to be talking about the webinar on December 1st, 2015 on all things pricing, the most important webinar for the future of your business. Home Care Pulse, you've heard me talk about them all year. They surveyed over 1,000 locations of home care companies across the nation. Genworth Financial, MetLife, John Hancock, these are providers of long-term care insurance. These cost surveys tell us just how much this stuff really costs. To give you an idea, the one thing about this episode, which will be part of the webinar, is the different ranges in prices. People have companion rates, weekend rates, minimal hours, max hours, all these different rates, and I understand why. We want to have a la carte, and I am a big believer. On that webinar, I'm going to show you some stuff that I used to do with my clients. So we did a la carte services. But one of the biggest things that you want to stay away from is having all these different range of prices. A weekend fee should be the same on the weekends as it is during the week. There shouldn't be a different rate. A lot of times people charge a bigger rate for the weekends because it's harder to find weekend help. But the main reason why is because they're undercharging for services, which is the whole point of the webinar, is that we need to increase our rates, but how do we do it effectively? They're undercharging for their services as it is, so when it comes to the weekend, they finally decide, I'm going to charge more on this. And then they charge what they should be charging straight across the gate. A lot of people have these minimal hours where, well, we'll take any case. We'll take an hour case a day. We'll take a 2 hour a day case. And for the lower rate, for the lower hours, we charge a higher rate. If that's how you want to do it, if you're brand new, yes. In the beginning, you take whatever you can get. But after a couple of months, after your business starts getting referrals and clients coming in, those minimal cases are the most difficult ones. Those minimal cases are the ones that blow up in your face. And if you're doing the proper marketing, everything I talk about, you're getting referrals of people who need more than 1 hour visit. What can you accomplish in an hour, really? Come in, say hello, look around the house, make sure it's okay, have a conversation with the person, and then you leave. That's really all an hour can accomplish. So no one should get an hour of care. If somebody needs an hour of care, that person should go to adult daycare. That person should go with a care management company. But when it comes to home care, you should have a minimum. And our minimum was 4 hours a visit. But the only time we ever went below 4 hours was if somebody wanted 3 hours or they insisted on it, and then we charged them 4 hours anyway. So that you had the caregiver to show up, you give the caregiver extra revenue, so they're getting paid for 4 hours even though they're there for 3 hours, and that's how you get the caregiver to show up. It really is a no-brainer. I know it sounds crazy, but when you have a closing sales process, which is what I'm going to talk about in this webinar, you can do these things because you set the expectation from the time you meet the person, and then you deliver on everything you say you're going to do. But when you don't have all of that, you're kind of just guessing and piecing it all together, and it becomes a challenge. So the whole point of this is you don't need to have 25 different rates and rates for this and rates for that, and you're making it up as you go. Streamlined process. One rate, maybe 2 rates, or one rate that you stick to and you occasionally adjust if you need to on a case-by-case situation. That leads to clarity, and you minimize confusion, which leads to increased conversions and increased census. Again, click the link right here. Register for the webinar on December 1st. It'll be the best hour you spend to grow your business from me to you, because this has to change. We're being forced. We got to increase our rates together. Let's do it together. Brave new world. Make the change. Grow and keep the shirt on your back, because really that's what it's all about. So there's a tip of the week. I'll talk to you on the webinar on December 1st. Till then, God bless, and remember, don't just beat your competition, but blow them away. To register for this webinar, click on the I icon for a direct link.